everyone! So today I'm going to do my drugstore favorites. The request that I got on my blog was actually just to do more reviews on drugstore items, but I figured I'd just do an overview of my favorite drugstore products before I went on to do that. If there are any items that you want me to review in depth, then tell me. I think I do have a lot of items that I have reviewed, so I'll link that all in the information box. But other than that, let's just get started. Starting off with tools, I definitely recommend this Essence of Beauty foundation brush, and it's just a very standard brush except that it's larger than a normal foundation brush and it's also more dense. Because it is more dense, I don't do the usual way of applying with this type of brush, which is just like applying and streaking it on. Instead, I actually like to buff it in, and I think it gives a really nice finish. And I think I got this for $10 at CVS, and I don't think you can get it anywhere but CVS. If you're going to get any tool from the drugstore, it's this one, and it's the Sonia Kashuk blusher brush. I think it's pretty multi-purpose because you can use this for powder, for blush, and for contouring. It's just an amazingly soft blush brush, and honestly, I think this is better than a lot of high-end brushes. However, I have to say it is harder to find because you have to have a Target that sells Sonia Kashuk, and it is $18 for a drugstore product. But this is one of my favorite brushes of all time, including like all of my MAC brushes and all my Sigma brushes, so, you know, that's saying a lot. Okay, let's do face because I only have one, and it's the Maybelline Dream Matte Powder. And everyone talks about this, so I'm not going to say anything, but it's just a setting powder. It has a slight tint and keeps me matte for a relatively long time for a powder. It doesn't get cakey. I recommend beyond levels of understanding these Wet n Wild trios. I haven't tried their other, the other, little quad or things like that, but these are the Color Icon trios, and the ones I recommend are Walking on Eggshells and Silent Treatment. Walking on Eggshells is a perfect everyday palette. It's just so easy to use. You have whatever you need in here. And then for a more smoky look, I recommend Silent Treatment, which is another gorgeous, gorgeous trio. This taupe shade down here, a lot of people talk about it. I wouldn't go as far to say that it is exactly like MAC Satin Taupe, but it is an amazing shadow. These all have great, great texture. They're super creamy, but they do shatter easily, and the packaging isn't wonderful. But once again, Walking on Eggshells for a very neutral, everyday palette, and then Silent Treatment for a more smoky, dramatic look. For eyeliners, if you're going for a very smudgy look and you want a smudgy and creamy liner, I really like the L'Oreal Hip Studio Secrets Color Chrome eyeliners, and I have two. The first one, this black one, is Black Shock 910, and it's a black with some silver sparkles. It is intensely, creamy. And then this other one is 315 Dark Romance, and it's a purpley plum. It's just really nice on the lower lash line if you want a more, a different color than just a black. They're very, very creamy, but what the negatives that come with a creamy liner for all types of brands is that they smudge easily and they will run throughout the day, so they won't last too long. In terms of a liquid liner, I recommend the Revlon Colorstay, and this is a pen liner, so it looks like that. But I mean, a lot of people don't like this type of liner, but I just think it's so easy to use. It's not messy at all. You don't get excess product, and it's decent. It's not the blackest black I've ever seen, but you can really build it up to get that perfect black. And it's just the convenience of it is good. This one is in 01 Blackest Black. Oh, almost dropped that. Onto mascaras. You guys know I love my Maybelline mascaras. I have three here. This is the original Colossal from the Volume Express, sort of little collection. And this one is good for lengthening and volumizing. It's just a very nice all-round mascara. It has that very large brush, which I do quite like. This is really old. All of mine are waterproof, so they all hold my curl well. The next one is the Falsies. Everyone talks about this one. And this one is for that super thick and black type of lash. And that's why it is called the Falsies. This is the blackest of the three that I have to show you. And then the last one, which is my favorite and I have talked unceasingly about, this is the 1x1 mascara. And this also volumizes and lengthens very, very well. It's with one coat, you'll get a super natural lash, and the more you build up, the more dramatic it gets. But if you want a super dramatic lash, go for the Falsies. If you want an everyday, all-round good one, then go for the Colossal. And then 1x1 is a really nice defining type of mascara. It makes every single little lash stand out, and it looks like you have way more lashes than you actually do. Okay, I'm going through these really, really quickly, but, I don't have any cheek products to show you guys, just because I haven't tried anything from the drugstore that I really recommend, so, I'm not going to tell you about those. Anyways, lips, these very popular Revlon Colorburst lipsticks. I have 070 Soft Nude, 030 Fuchsia, and 040 Soft Rose. Soft Nude is a very popular color. I think it's the best selling from the line. It's a peachy sort of beige nude, but it does not wash you out because it is quite sheer. What I don't like about these lipsticks in general is the smell. I just don't know what the smell is, but it doesn't smell very pleasant. The packaging is very nice for the drugstore. It looks very chic, but the smell is kind of a bother. And I do find that these kind of dry out my lips. Soft Rose is a sort of brick rose color. It's a more, everyday sort of color. You can definitely wear this darker though. And then Fuchsia is obviously a fuchsia. It has a sort of duochrome to it. Looks like that. These aren't showing very true to color, and I'm sorry about that. But anyways, these are very creamy. They are nicely pigmented. But, once again, the smell, and I don't know why, but this one seems to have melted. Confuses me. Whatever. Okay. Next lipsticks are the Maybelline Color Sensational, and I can only recommend these colors because these are the only ones that I have tried and I liked. I do have this other one called, I think, Peach Passion, but I don't like lipsticks with shimmer, so I just don't go for that. But anyways, this first one is Coral Crush 515. These are not showing true to color. This is actually much brighter, a little bit more corally red. I have this on my lips right now. Once again, it's more bright in real life, but whatever. It's a really, really nice coral color. It's great for summertime. It's great for a pop of color, and yeah. And then the second one is Are You Ready? If you're looking for a perfect drugstore red, I recommend this one. I think this leans a little bit more to the warm side, so this will suit warm skin tones better. This is one of my favorite reds, although I have other reds that I do really, really like. This is up there on my list. The bad thing about these is, once again, like the Revlon Colorburst, they don't smell very delicious. They smell like Play-Doh. But I think I like the smell better than the Revlon Colorstay. And also, I don't prefer the packaging, but this is Are You Ready 625, and that's the red. And the last things I will recommend you are these Milani HD Advanced Lip Color. These are like the only Milani products I've had the chance to try, but whatevs. These have been compared to the Dior Serum Lips, whatever. But here's what those look like. This one is Ignition, and it's a sort of cherry pink red. It's kind of like a brighter color. And then this one is Classy Nude, and it's a very, very neutral color. It's not a nude, I wouldn't call it a nude just because it doesn't do that whole washing out, but it more matches my lips, so it's a My Lips But Better color. These are like lip balms, tinted lip balms, but oh my god, they smell so good. When I first bought them, all I did was smell them, and they taste good as well. I think I just nicked it. Damn it. Whatever. But so, yeah, they're very, very sheer, so if you're looking for ultra pigmented lipstick, these will not be it. but they have really nice packaging. I really like them. They're very, very elegant, and yeah, but these are quite pricey. So that's all I have for the drugstore products and like favorites that I recommend. There definitely are a bunch more products. I am trying out a few more, so I'm not exactly sure if like I like those enough to put them as my favorites, but you know how that goes. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to show you guys today. I will be having a skincare routine coming up, which was requested, and I'm really happy about that whole, like, yeah, whatever. But, yeah, and I will be having more tutorials coming, I think, yeah, back to school and you know, stuff like that. So, for now, that's it, and I'll see you guys on my next blog post or my next video. Bye!